Hey, hello everybody, this is Emma of EmmaLiveYoga and welcome to this stretch, breathe and relax class. So just take a few moments to make sure you have everything you need. So you might need a few cushions, you might need a brick or a block, you might have a blanket for comfort underneath you. So readings as always for this class will be from the breath book, The Essence of Yoga, A Guide to Inner Stillness by Sandra Sabatini. So I'll be reading to you from this book throughout the session, just times to be, breathe, and just connect with that inner peace. So the Yoga Sutras teach us that peace is a moment-by-moment choice. And Satchidananda, in his translation, my favorite translation, says that you shouldn't allow anything to disrupt your peace, which of course sounds really simple, but if you're anything like me, your peace just gets disrupted 1,000 times a day, you know? But it's about bringing yourself back. So sometimes I just use the method of saying, and relax after something, anything that's challenged my mind or anything that my mind has reacted to. And that's kind of my way of just letting that go and then embracing the next moment. Because of course, when we don't choose peace, then we start to experience tensions to our minds and our bodies. And that's when we feel that real need to relax, which of course is what this class is about. So it's important to realize that relaxation is not just for when we're laying on a mat. We've got to try and make that choice throughout every day. Even though it's really difficult, we've got to try to embrace the peace in the moment in each breath. So of course, when we practice relaxing on the mat, we're practicing relaxing in everyday life. So we'd like to come down to semi-supine position. We shall make a start. We'll begin, as always, by centering, connecting with our breath, and letting go of everything which has come before this moment. So as you arrive, you might choose to support your head or anything else which needs support. You can walk the feet underneath the knees, roll the palms of the hands open to release you through the shoulder girdle. So as you arrive here, it might even be a relief to arrive here. Know that this hour is just for you to reconnect with yourself, your inner peace, which is always there. A reservoir of peace awaits you in the heart space. So we'll begin our practice, as always, with a few deep breaths to bring ourselves into this present moment. So take in a big breath in and out. And doing this again, breathing in and out. So allowing the eyes to close for a few moments and beginning to drift down into the back of the body. With each gentle exhale, feel all the tiny releases occurring in the back of the body. And on the inhale, feel the breath wash into the heart space as the heart space gently lifts. And on the exhale, feel the back and shoulders soften and release. So as you begin to connect with this inner world, connecting with the waves of breath, take every opportunity here to just let go and release. And begin to experience a softening around the eyes and mouth, a slackening of the jaw. And become aware of any areas where you may be resisting the earth. And just give your body permission to let go now. We're in a safe, secure environment here. Just softening any areas where you may be able to feel a holding. And feel on the next inhale, you can breathe in with calm and awareness. And breathe out any busyness of mind. And take a few moments to set an intention or a sankalpa for your practice. You might choose to focus on something you can let go of for the next hour, something maybe you don't need to think about. And you can make this conscious choice to let go, to choose peace and relaxation in this moment and every moment that follows. So as you plant this seed of intention in the fertile soil of the heart space, allow it to germinate here, and then place the hands lightly on the belly as we set up for Hidra Pranayama. And just fan out the fingers and thumbs, allowing the tips of the longest fingers to gently connect. Feel that you can still relax your elbows and your shoulders. And begin to direct the breath gently into this space. Feeling on the inhale how the belly rounds. And feeling on the exhale how the belly falls away towards the spine. So as you direct the breath here, just observe and accept all that you feel. Whether you can feel spaciousness or resistance, vulnerability or tenderness, whatever you can feel here, just continue to breathe in the spirit of self-acceptance. But encourage an expansion in this space. On the next inhale, you may feel the fingertips separate. And on the exhale, belly falls away towards the spine. If you're feeling any particular stress or anxiety today, you might breathe out through the mouth for a few breaths. But usually you'll contain the breath in the nostrils, so you're able to keep the prana you create for yourself. So we have 4 more rounds of breath here. So as you breathe, I'm going to read you a few words from the breath book. Let each breath become very simple, essential, innocent, clean, light. Lose intentions, knots. Make the body something new in each position and each breath. So as you complete your rounds of breath, you'll open the palms of the hands to the sides of the body. And you'll take 2 further breaths into the shadow print of the hands. Inhaling to expand. Exhaling to let go. So then as you complete these 2 extra breaths, we're going to move to some gentle stretches and mobilizations. So take a breath in. Exhale, gather the left knee into the belly, taking the shin or the back of the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, begin to slowly circle the left ankle. So you might inhale a circle. Exhale, a circle. And keeping fingers and shoulders relaxed. And after the next exhale, we'll pause, change direction, inhale, and exhale. Allowing your awareness to rest in the ankle joints, again feeling any easy movements and also any areas of resistance, accepting all with equanimity and equal mind. After the next exhale, you'll pause, gently shake out the ankle, and on the inhale, float the ankle up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale, and just take the hands towards the back of the thigh there until you can feel a stretch. Inhaling to the collarbones, and exhaling to let go. So we're going to do this stretch slightly differently this time. So now on the inhale, I want you to re-bend your left knee and gather that knee in as close to the chest or belly as you can. So you want to feel as if your upper thigh is glued to your belly and your chest. Re-find the breath here. Make sure you haven't created any unnecessary tension in the hands or the elbows. Abide in the breath. So we'll stretch a different part of the hamstring here. So on the inhale, keeping the upper thigh glued to the belly, just begin to straighten out that left leg to your own measure. This will feel a bit trickier than usual. So it'll be a tiny movement. The upper thigh stays glued to the belly, there's no space. When you begin to open out the back of the knee, now make sure you're still breathing, so you experience kind of an enforced tension here. We're creating a tension in order to release elsewhere. So still feel you can relax on the exhale through the shoulders and the jawline. You might tease the back of the knee open just a little bit more. You'll feel that point of edge of resistance. And just breathe into that. Now your mind may react to that edge and just say, it's okay, mind, we're just stretching and breathing. All is well. So we've got a few more breaths here. And then we're going to release this enforced tension. And on the inhale, allow that leg to come away from the belly, reach up again. This will feel easier now. And on the exhale, you can keep the right foot on the floor, or you might slide the right leg all the way out. Just see how your lower back feels. You need to support your back, it's fine to keep the foot on the floor, otherwise nice, steady breathing. So now you'll feel another area of the hamstring stretching, releasing. One more breath here. Then on the inhale, bring the right foot back to the floor. If you slid the leg out, exhale, release that left foot to the floor. Open the palms of the hands, take an inhale to the collarbones. And exhale to let go. So from here, we'll change sides. Inhale, gather the right knee into the belly, taking shin or back of thigh. Exhale, begin to slowly circle the right ankle. So again, connecting third and fourth limbs, asana with pranayama, movement with breath. Inhaling a circle, exhaling a circle. This also takes concentration and focus, which is the sixth limb of yoga, which is called dharana. And then we pause, inhale, change direction. Fingers are still relaxed, shoulders are still relaxed. Just be aware of those involuntary areas where your mind kind of stores tension somewhere else in the body. So stay mindful of what else is going on. After the next exhale, just shake out the ankle. We'll do an initial opening on the inhale, float the right ankle up. Exhale, take the back of the thigh for a few moments there. Reconnect with a long breath. Shoulders fall down towards the earth on the exhale. And just see how the land lies in the back of this leg. See what's going on. Just observing passively as you breathe. And then we'll move to that extra, slightly more challenging stretch. So on the inhale, draw that right knee into the belly or the chest. Exhale. So you still use the back of the hands to gently guide that upper leg into the body as if it was glued there. Relax the shoulders. And on the inhale, begin to open out the back of the knee, maybe a teeny tiny bit, just see. Exhale, so you don't want a gap to emerge between the upper leg and the chest. Keep them glued, breathe in here. And just see how things feel on this side. Be patient with your body, just give it time to open and to adjust to the challenge of the stretch. On the exhale, keep a squeeze of the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, and you might begin to open out just a little bit more. Just see if there's a smidgen more in the back of that knee. You'll feel a great tension there, but again, try to relax amidst that tension that you've created. Sometimes by tensing, it makes it easier to relax eventually. So keeping the breath nice and steady. We've got 2 more breaths here. Keep drawing that knee in, or it will want to move away. And now we can let go of all of that. We can inhale, float the ankle back up, let go of the back of that thigh. Then bring the hands back to the back of the right thigh, exhale, and if you wish, you can slide out the left leg if that feels good. If not, keep the leg where it is. So the leg can be bent or straight. You might be able to guide it closer towards the face. Just see what's going on, no force. Use the breath to deepen the stretch. 1 more breath. And then from here, inhale, gather both knees into the belly for Apanasana. Exhale, again, take shins or backs of thighs, inhale. Exhale, and begin to rock gently from side to side as we begin to release through the lower back. So we're combining stretching, breathing, relaxing in equal measure in this class to soothe the nervous system, soothe the soul. Then as you come to center on the next inhale, exhale, bring the feet to the floor, open the palms of the hands. So you can stay here in semi-supine, or you might slide the legs out just for a few moments in Shavasana. Again, see how your back feels with that. Allow the eyes to close, take a big inhale, big exhale to let go. So with the eyes closed, just begin to inhabit a space of deep relaxation, allowing those stretches to settle into your body and also into your mind. So another reading called Following. Just listen to the body and let the breath touch the spine. Don't impose, just simply follow. Don't move into the doing realm. Instead, breathe, stay, wait, and listen. So this inner stillness that we can tap into at any point is called Narojaha, which means an inner stillness. It can mean peace, it can mean relaxation. So we'll take another breath here. Then from this position on the inhale, if you're in Shavasana, just walk the feet back to the floor initially. And then on the exhale, gather the knees into the belly. From here, bring the hands to rest lightly on the kneecaps. We'll set up for some hip rotations, keeping everything nice and easy today. So on the inhale, draw the knees towards you. Exhale, knees apart and away. Inhale, together and towards. Exhale, apart and away. So doing 2 more circles in this direction. Feel space emerging between each breath and each movement. And inhale as you draw the knees into the belly. This time on the exhale, float both feet up towards the sky, coming to Viparita Karani. Legs in the air pose. So you can open the palms of the hands. Knees can be bent or straight. If you feel this is difficult to sustain, then you can just stack your hands underneath your sitting bones, which helps to support your back. If this is too much altogether, then just bend the knees into the belly. You just choose the best inversion for yourself. Feel the shoulders heavy, the toes light. And feel that you can drop any cares or concerns into the heart space where your intention swirls with the breath. And as you rest here between the earth and the heavens, feeling your limbs suspended and feeling just the breath moving. So this posture is wonderful for feelings of overwhelm, anxiety. Helps us to feel grounded and also gives us literally another perspective, another way to look, and then therefore another way maybe to be and to act. So after the next exhale, on the inhale, gather the knees into the belly. Back to Uttanasana. On the exhale, begin to rock from side to side. So we're going to slowly make our way through to seated and then all fours. So you might take hold of the back of the thighs, rock up and down the spine. Or you might roll all the way over to one side. Press the top hand down, stretch out the leg, and just make your way up that way. So whatever's best. As you come up, we're coming through to an all fours position. So you might need to have your blanket in place for that. And just take a few moments to get settled there. So as you arrive, you'll have the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And gently draw the shoulders back away from the ears. So we're going to work into Majjarayasana, the cat pose, just to limber up the spine. So on the inhale, the belly dips, the chest lifts, the gaze lifts. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone under, arch the back, chin towards the chest. Inhale, heart comes forward, belly dips, shoulders draw back. Strong exhale, curl under, chin towards the chest. Just continuing to flow with the breath. You can feel anything unpleasant going on in your back. Now you can make this a much shallower movement if you've got any pain going on, for example. So again, connecting the movements of the spine with the breath. I'm going to do one more round. Know at the end of the round, as you exhale, you're going to hold that cat arch. So you'll exhale, push into the roots of the fingers, arch the back, let the head drop, and just breathe there. So inhale right into the mid-back. Exhale as you draw the belly all the way in. Take another breath like this. And then inhale as you come back to neutral spine. On the exhale, either keep the knees where they are or draw the knees together if you want a deeper release in your child pose. Inhale, exhale, and sink back, but keep up on the fingertips. So keep the fingertips and thumbs on the floor, lift the wrists, and then sink the sitting bones back, bringing the head to the floor or maybe to a block or a cushion, whatever feels best for you. Do make sure the head is on something so it's supported. And just breathe there. But also feel that work into the shoulders from the positioning of the hands. Breathe deeply into the mid-back. You might tinker with squishing the knees together and just feel how that really opens out your mid-back on the inhale. And then exhale to soften around the shoulders. From here, inhale, slide the hands underneath the shoulders. And on the exhale, lift all the way up towards the upright. Okay, so we're going to do a move called Trianga Mukha Kapada Paschimottanasana next. It's a bit of a mouthful, and also it's a bit of a challenging posture. So I'm going to give you a few options here. If you've got a brick or block, you'll probably need it for this posture. So what you'll do is keep your right leg as it is, but then stretch your left leg out. Your right heel will be out to the side, which means usually you'll kind of fall over, be asymmetrical. It might not be, but if you are asymmetrical, I'd like you to bring your brick or block underneath your left sitting bone. So your right leg is back, your left leg is forward. If this position bothers your right knee, then I want you to stretch that right leg all the way out to the side and out of the equation. So that's another option, just stretch that right leg out. It's either there or it's bent back, but make sure that your knees feel okay. Also, your knees should be together. If you can't comfortably bring them together, then make a wise choice to stretch your right leg out. So once you settle, sit nice and tall, lengthen through the chest, lift through the heart space, draw the shoulders down. And then on the inhale, just hinge forward and bring the fingertips and thumbs down either side of you. So we're back to the hamstring here. And you'll just feel that opening in the hamstring. Allow your gaze, your dristi, to rest on the left big toe. And just gently draw those toes back. From here, try to even out the breath, which will help to calm the reactive mind. Just begin to soften into this forward bend. Now it might be you hinge the elbows out to the sides a little and just begin to take the chest forward. So think about moving forward rather than collapsing and rounding through the spine. You might spider walk your hands a bit further forward to facilitate that. So as your body and mind feel the challenge, allow your dristi, your gaze, to rest on that left big toe. A really soft gaze to encourage the connection with the vagus nerve. Now as you arrive here, you can round the back a little. So you might round the back a little and you might bring the hands either side of the shin or the ankle or even the foot. So just see where you can take this stretch to. Keep your dristi and keep breathing. As you bend forward and anything emerges that's unpleasant in your right knee, know you can always come back up and just stretch that right leg out again. So just choose the best option. Remember, there's no judgment in yoga, there's no competition. Your body's fine as it is, so just allow it to be as it is with the breath. A few more breaths, softening and releasing. And then from here, squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale to lift towards the upright. On the exhale, you're going to take the left hand back behind you, tripod fingers, and bring the back of the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Little twist, so Pavrita version of Trianga. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gather the belly in towards the spine and just roll that left shoulder open to your own measure as you look to the left side. Again, it won't be too much movement, spinal rotation, just do your best with that. And just work with sending the breath into the heart space amidst the twist. If you want to bring the neck into this on the exhale, you can glide the head to look over the left shoulder. Steady in the breath. So ideally when we're in a posture, we move out of the purgatory stage. So first we're in a purgatory stage where the mind kind of wrestles with the body a little bit. We want to be able to stay in a posture longer than that, longer until we're able to reach a state of calm and equanimity, that we have that surrender into the posture. We just allow it to be and allow it to work on us from the inside. That's great, everyone, looking good. From here, on the inhale, we'll lift and come back to center and exhale. So the easiest way out of this, if you've got your right leg back, is to remove your brick and just shift that to your right side and then lean over to your left side, which means you can then really easily release that right leg forward and then you can come back up and we'll just come to Dandasana there, staff pose. So sitting nice and tall. I want you to point your toes forward as opposed to drawing them back, a little counter pose for the ankle joints as you sit tall. And just keep an even gaze, a drishti into the eyebrow space. So then just release the ankles, give them a little shake. We're going to change sides. So you can lean over to the right side if you're taking the leg back. Take the left leg back and make sure that the heel is out to the side. So you're not sitting on the heel. This time you bring your support underneath the right sitting bone to even out your hips. If this side is painful, doesn't feel good in your knee, I'd like you to stretch your left leg out to the side. So that's always your modification. I alternate. Sometimes I've got a knee condition. Sometimes I do this version. Sometimes I do that. It just depends how you feel in the day. So just see what you need to do. Again, you need to be able to bring your knees together equally. If that's not happening, remember your knee's not designed to twist. That's your message to take your leg out. Otherwise, sit tall, inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Exhale, tripod fingers and thumbs and just begin to lift the sternum forward until you feel that engagement in your hamstring. Hello, hamstring. So we say hello, we welcome any sensation there and we just breathe into it. So again, just allow your gaze to rest on the right big toe. Establish this point of stillness for the mind to focus on. So usually in the first part of a challenging posture, that's kind of what I call the purgatory stage. You have a bit of a wrestle, a bit of a tussle, and your job is just to focus on the breath and see where you can soften. So it might be on the next exhale, you can lean forward a smidgen more, or you might just adjust the fingers a little bit further forward, just see. If you're already in a world of challenge, you'll just stay exactly as you are and stay happy and breathe. So think of the inhale as a lengthening action, a drawing forward of the heart space and the sternum, and the exhale as a softening around the shoulders, around the backs and the hips. From here, it might be you bring the hands in to the shin, the ankle, just wherever you can get to is fine, but try not to round the shoulders too much, but then you will round the back slightly. So there's a little give, a little dip in the mid-back. Continue to look towards the right big toe, but keep your chin drawing in. And just breathe in there. Few more breaths. And then from here, engage Mula Bandha. Inhale to squeeze and lift all the way up. This time on the exhale, you'll take the right hand back behind you. And bring the back of the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale, drawing Uddiyana Bandha and roll the right shoulder open as you look to your right side and breathe. Try to relax the shoulders. And just feel that digestive massage, the twist, encouraging the movement of synovial fluid around the joints. 2 more breaths. You might glide the head over the right shoulder if that feels good. And then squeeze the pelvic floor, inhale as you come back to center, exhale. Remembering your exit strategy, so you can just lift your brick away. And this time you would lean over to your right side to release that left leg carefully. And then come back to seated in neutral Dandasana. Open the palms, sit tall, and just take a few easy breaths here. So now from here, we will make our way through to an all fours position. So coming through. And again, just plant the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From this position on the inhale, stretch the left leg back, tuck the toes under. And just hold that stretch into the calf tissue. Gently draw the shoulders back. You can gaze between the thumbs, so keeping the back of the neck long. And this is our starting off point. Option 2 on the inhale is to slide that left leg out to the side, level with your own hip, and just stay up on the ball of the foot and push that left heel out so the foot is kind of parallel. Now, I know your right shoulder might have come forward as a result of that, so just draw your right shoulder back, make sure your shoulders are square. Again, you can stay here. So we're just bringing in the inner thigh and the hip. Option 3, maybe using your support, is to bring your forearms down onto your brick or your block, which just takes you a little bit deeper into the inner thigh and the hip. So you keep lifting that left heel out to the side. Keep the breath nice and even. Option 4, you might bring the forearms all the way down to the floor and just have that little lift of the sitting bones. If it feels good, you might also let go of the head. So you might allow the head to dangle just to release the back of the neck. Now you can let the head dangle and allow it to alight on a brick or a block. So again, just choose the best option. Few more breaths. Then from here, inhale, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders if you brought the forearms down. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest forward. And on the exhale, begin to trace a semicircle behind you. So taking that left foot all the way back. But then continue. Inhale, going past the right leg over to the right side. Exhale, stay up on the toes. Inhale, lift the chest forward. And on the exhale, glide the head to look over the right shoulder, possibly towards the left big toe. That's your dristi, or just to the right side, and breathe. You'll feel a big stretch emerge down that left side of the body. Try to keep your shoulders drawing back. Keep hold of your bandhas as you push that left heel out. Keep lifting the left knee. And then inhale, slowly bring that leg back to central alignment. Bring the head back to center. Exhale, bring that left knee in. From here, walk the hands in towards you, coming to high kneeling. Inhale, swoosh the arms all the way up. Exhale, circle the arms back. So a little bit of work into the shoulders. And again, inhale to swoosh and lift. Maybe lift the gaze. This time on the exhale, as you take the arms back, interweave the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back as you lift the chest, and maybe lift the hands away from the sacrum or sitting bones, and breathe there. So a little opening, expanding around the collarbones. Breathe in, try not to tense the glutes, keep those relaxed. And then exhale, unclasp and come all the way back down to an all fours position. We're going to change sides. So from here on the inhale, you'll stretch the right leg back, tuck the toes under. Exhale, again, push out through the heel. Feel that long stretch through the calf tissue as you gaze between the thumbs. And steady in the breath there. From here, lift Mula Bandha, squeeze the pelvic floor, and on the inhale, glide that right leg all the way out to the side, level with your own hip. Exhale, try and stay up on the ball of the right foot and push that right heel out. I know your left shoulder may have come forward, so draw that left shoulder back, lift the chest towards the front of the mat as you breathe. Again, welcome any resistance, any stiffness, any tension. Say it's all good, mind, we're just breathing and stretching. We're getting the day out of the body, out of the mind, kind of like weed in a garden. Next option, if you wish, is to bring the forearms down. So again, you might bring your forearms to rest on some support. You can just place the palms together, which helps the shoulders to relax, but draw the shoulders back as you breathe. So keep lifting that heel out to the side, that's the challenge. Next option is to bring the forearms to the floor. Be aware that not all options will be suitable. I'm just presenting and you choose the best for yourself. Might be different on this side, just see. And then from here on the inhale, you can walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, lift the chest forward, exhale. Just allow the shoulders to settle. And then again, engage the pelvic floor, inhale, begin to trace your semicircle all the way back and round, over to that left side. Stay up on the big toes. Inhale, lift the chest forward. And on the exhale, glide the head to look over the left shoulder. Hold that stretch and breathe in there. So again, you'll feel an almighty stretch down the right side of the body. Really expand the breath into that space. You'll also feel a different area of the hip being stretched. You'll feel a big stretch of the fascia tissue, this connective web that holds everything together. Few more breaths. Then inhale, bringing the leg back to center, head back to center. Exhale. Bring the knee in. Again, inhale, walk the hands towards you. Exhale, lift to high kneeling. Just pause there a moment in Anjali Mudra. So bring the hands to the heart space. Just take a few moments here to settle and breathe. And just allowing the lower body to settle as a result of those stretches. Then from here, you'll release the prayer hands. We'll kind of do a breaststroke. So you inhale, take the hands forward. So if you're doing a breaststroke, exhale, swim those arms back. And as you come back, just take hold of the wrists or the forearms. Inhale, lift the chest. Then exhale, release the chin towards the chest. And you can feel a release through the back of your neck. Again, refind the breath. Make sure the pelvis is dropped down into neutral. This is option 1. Option 2 is to bring a gentle rocking action from side to the neck. Just seeing how the neck feels. So you might inhale up to one side. Exhale down to center. I'm just doing this a few times, seeking out areas of tension around the neck and shoulders. Making the next rock, if you are rocking the last one, you'll then exhale down to center. Inhale to lift the head back on top of the spine, and exhale to release the hands and just circle out the wrists a few times in each direction. Good job, everyone. And shake out the wrists. So we're going to make our way back down to semi-supine position from here. Making your way down. Again, you might support your head. You might support your lower back. I'm going to come to constructive rest from here. So as you arrive, you'll walk the feet as wide as the mat on the inhale. And on the exhale, you'll drop the knees in together until they touch. So this just gives you a little counter pose for the hip work that we've been doing. As you arrive here in constructive rest, feel that heavy weight of the sacrum releasing. You can bring the left hand to rest on the belly and the right hand to rest on the heart space. So then relax the elbows. Take a big inhale to the heart space, top hand. Reconnect with your intention. And a big exhale to the bottom hand as you let go of tension. And taking 3 more full breaths between these two planes. As you breathe, I'll just read you a section called Lullaby. The breath is round, it goes out, it comes back, it goes out, it comes back, it soothes, it heals, it is a lullaby. So feel this mesmerizing quality of the breath, feeling the healing power of the breath between the two channels of Anahata and Manipura chakras. As you complete these 4 breaths, on the inhale, you'll open the palms to the sides of the body. Exhale there. Keeping the feet where they are, on the inhale, you'll allow the knees to come apart. And then exhale, draw the knees in towards you at this wide angle as you set up for half laughing baby. Inhale, float the soles of the feet up towards the sky or ceiling. Exhale, take the backs of the thighs, shins, ankles, feet or toes. Inhale. Exhale, either stay static or have a rock from side to side. Feeling the tailbone curling up towards the heels. Feeling the healing simplicity of stretching, breathing and relaxing. Feeling yourself a creature of nature moved by instinct and breath. On the next inhale, you'll come to center if you're rocking. On the exhale, just hug the knees in, give yourself a self-hug there. Few breaths. And then inhale, bring the feet to the floor. Open the palms of the hands. Take an inhale to the collarbones. And exhale to let go. So now making yourself to a comfortable rest position. You might stay as you are. You might come to Shavasana. You might have a blanket or cushions or bolster underneath the backs of the knees. You might have a cushion underneath your head. So just make sure that you're in a position which works really well for you. As you arrive, allow the eyes to close and begin to sink into the deep cave of the body. And allowing this time for the body and mind to settle into stillness, to absorb the prana, the healing life force energy that you've created over this hour. It's a reading called The Healing Ground. As you become less active, you give the ground permission to become more active, more powerful, more healing. So resting and drifting here for a short time. So now becoming aware of the breath and beginning to deepen the breath as you drift towards the surface. And sending the breath down into fingers and toes. Bringing some gentle movements here. And now moving the head slowly from side to side, easing out the back of the neck. When you're ready to, on the next inhale, reaching the arms up and back for a full body stretch. Big exhale to let go. Then drawing the knees into the belly, having a rock from side to side until you can roll over to your left side. And drop the bones heavy into the floor for a few moments. And as you rest here, feeling the body, mind, spirit connection anchored by the flow of the breath. And then bringing the top hand to the floor beside the face. Stretching out the top leg and coming through to comfortable seated. So sitting tall, lengthening the spine and lifting the heart space. And bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra as we give thanks for our health and our practice. Inhale to lift the prayer hands up. Exhaling to the sides. Inhale to look up and exhale. Namaste. So thank you everybody for practicing with me. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.